This is where I find the government is not able to meet its target. And you need to know that when the government promised to do 200,000 houses per year, the government also went ahead to deduct Kenyans sufficient money to do these houses. 200,000 per year.
Courtesy of Kenya Kwanza.
Are you getting?
When he was there.
Yes, that is a problem. and we at that point actually saw the promise. And we thought that the promise was going to work for the people of Kenya. Are you getting? So, you know, me as Kaguchia have to be honest. I really believed in William's promise.
You mean President Ruto?
Yes, I did believe so much in that promise. And I so much believed that this was going to happen. But now look, as we move on, you realize that out of the 200,000 houses that we promised,
yep,
we have, in 2.7 years, we've only been able to do 4,800 houses. I mean, that is where now again you come now
Does
to agree.
His figure offer any solace?
You see, that figure of 130 would neither be here nor there. Because he's talking about houses that are not completed. Kenyans are looking at houses that are complete. Number two, even if we were to go with his figure, it only means that then we are doing about 50,000 houses per annum after having promised 200,000 shillings and collecting money for 200,000 houses. Are you getting? That's how much you are collecting from Kenyans. And now the question begs, we are getting free land to construct these houses. The money we are using to construct these houses is coming from Kenyans, not from the government. You know, sometimes we make it appear like it's coming from the government. It's coming from pay slips from Kenyans. Now, after these houses, the 4,800 houses have now been completed, it has come as a shocker to Kenyans that the much they are selling these houses is just as much as the commercial houses are being sold in the city and also around. Yeah, like some of them that were being offered somewhere, I think, at the river. A one-bedroom house was being offered at 2 million. Are you getting? Now, that's a big shocker for us and as for Kenyans, because in the same place, a similar size of that, or an equivalent size of that house that is affordable housing is being offered close to the same amount of money. And this land was for free, and the money used to construct was again from Kenyans. So why are we selling these houses almost the same amount, and in some instances even higher? Are you getting? Now, the other question also begs, once we have sold these houses, where is this money going? You know, where is this money going? And this is where I want to help Kenyans, and I also want to help now and help the Mr. Ruko's government here. That as we sell these
it's
houses,
also your government.
As we sell these houses,
it's Kenya's government. It's not my.
Let him finish.
Can you correct him?
I mean, you should hold this with a badge of honor.
It is the government of the Republic of Kenya.
He's just said
why is he pointing out?
He's just said it's your government.
You should hold this with a badge of honor. You should thank you.
It's a government of all of us.
Let me focus.
Is it wrong what he said?
You know, he's talking in a very.
Let me focus on the issue here. The issue here is. Because we have collected so much money now from Kenyans.
Do you know how much it is?
I mean, you can get, sometimes they're not giving us these figures, but we have collected sufficient money to do these 200,000 houses every year. So you can say we have already collected money to do more than 500,000 houses.
But how much would 200,000 units cost to construct, Mheshimiwa?
Well, let me complete this point, then I come to answer your question. The point here is we have collected sufficient money to do more than 500,000 houses today in Kenya. Now, these houses are all going to be sold eventually when they are constructed. Never mind, they might be finished in the next 10 years. Why should we continue deducting Kenyans' money if at all we are not building at that rate and at that pace? Number two, because these houses are going to be sold and we are going to get this money back, why can't we now see the much we have collected from Kenyans is enough and every other construction will be coming from the revolving fund, from the money that we'll be getting from the sale of these houses, so that we'd not have now two collections. You know, we can't be collecting now from the sale of the houses as we continue collecting from the payslips.
All right.
We must then take care of the payslip of every Kenyan by stopping immediately deductions. Then we work with what we have collected
How would you stop
and how
that?
much we...
How would you stop that? What instrument do you need?
I mean, we just need to do an amendment to the Housing Act that was done.
Affordable Housing Act?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mheshimiwa. We would benefit more if we had the figures of how much it takes to construct 200,000 units, how much money we have collected so far, so that you can do the math and see how we verify what you're saying. But
by next month, when we go back to Parliament,
yes,
that is one of the questions I'm going to be asking the Minister for Housing and Land, so that we can get that feedback. Then when we come back, I'll come with it.
Tell me,